So in today's video, we're showing you how to do all of the additional objectives really quickly. So we're going to start off with clubs. We're just going to explain what you should be doing. Now, we've got the league games. They are just basically normal league games as you would. To get the assist and the tackles, the actual fastest way is to play as any. So if you've got your pro on the pitch, you don't need to tackle them with the pro. You can just go ahead and be any. Tick off all of the assists and tackles, so as long as you're controlling the players. So let's say your pro is a striker, but you're controlling the right mid or centre mid as any, and you get the assist, it doesn't matter, it still counts. So what I've been doing is I go ahead and get all the tackles I need, all the assists I need, and then I just go ahead and give it to somebody else in my squad that wants to do it to be any, and I go back to controlling my pro after that. So just take turns doing that one by one until you tick them all off. The ones for rush is basically self-explanatory. Just go ahead and play rush games, win games, and get the tackles done. So the class one's out the way. Now let's get into the more difficult ones, if you like. So manager career, there are several ways to do this. So the first one we're going to do is make a tactical change, set up a training plan. So let's go ahead and head over to our manager career. Now it could be continue the career, it could be a new one. It doesn't really matter. Once you get into the career mode in itself, once you are on this home screen, you've got all of these selections here. You can just go ahead and press RB or R1 so you get to squads. Then what you're going to do is go to team management, and then all you are going to do is just change the formation. It's as quickly as that. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to change our tactics, edit the tactic, and just change the formation. So let's just change it to press in, and we're going to change it to 4-2-2-2 or 4-2-2-2. Then if you want to move the players around and put them in the right position, you're more than welcome to go ahead and do that. So for example, I don't want Saka at left back, for example. So I went ahead and swapped them over, Timber's back at left back, etc. Once you've done that, all you need to do is back out and then just put yes to save. Once you have saved that, that will be the objective complete. You may need to just sim a day, basically. Then we have our training plan. This is the exact same place as squads. So we have ourselves central, head back over to squads, scroll all the way over until you see the training plan. Then you're just going to go ahead and select anything else you want. So let's go ahead and do perform focus. Let's put this on 70. And you just want to go ahead and select these at random numbers. It doesn't really matter what you do in particular. Once you've done that, confirm it. And you can see here, setting up automated training plans will overwrite any manual ones you have. Just press yes, and then they've been ticked off. Once they're ticked off, it is done. Then you just press RB or R1, and you can see here, everybody's ready to do it. Put their training plan onto energy focus, just like that by swapping it. If you didn't understand that, just go ahead and select whatever player, press A or X, change the plan, and you can change it to energy focus, all out energy, whatever you set up basically. So let's go ahead and do ourselves on the energy focus. Now we've changed 2 of the plans. Once that's done, just press B or circle on your controller, and then again, save and quit basically, and that one has been done. So let's go ahead and select the place to save it. So overwrite this career, and then we can head back to objectives and get that one ticked off. And as you can see there, set up a training plan and tactical change has been done. Now, all we need to do is go ahead and hire a coach. Hire a coach from any level of department in your team and unlock a reward. So again, heading back over to career mode again. So to hire a coach, all you need to do is go back to squad. You're on your tactical preset. Make sure you flick the right analog stick to change to coach management. Press X or square, and then all of a sudden you have all of these. So let's go ahead and get an attacking coach. Press A or X to select one, and just go ahead and hire any one of these coaches. Of course, you want the best ones for attacking. So we're going to get this expert coach here. Once that's been put in place, just press A or X again. You want to hire this member of staff? Yes, and then that one has been done. Just press B or circle, and there is the last objective done. Now I'm going to go ahead and back out and just show you that it has been complete. So there you go. That also has been complete as well. So all we have left is play 5 games. So EA have been cheeky with the play 5 games. It used to be able, you could do highlight sims. You can't anymore. You have to play the full match. So what I recommend you do is go ahead and change your settings so it's like 3 minutes a half and get it done. There's no way to skip it or anything like that. You literally have to play the full game. But we are going to move into some of the seasonal ones. Now, promote 3 youth is really easy to do because all you have to do is choose Arsenal and just promote 3 of the youth players there. We are going to go ahead and make 5 top trade transfers. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that again. Going back to the club Arsenal. Now, if you don't want to do this on your main career mode, just make a new one and just go ahead and spam these basically. And what you're going to do is just go ahead and sign a load of free agents. So for this one, all you have to do is go over to transfers, go ahead and select search players. On your transfer filter, which is just underneath my camera, you want to change that to free agents. That's what you want to change it to. Free agents, and then just go ahead and assign as many as you need. I believe it's 5, so you're just going to ask about them. and then just go ahead and do it like that. Scout them, go ahead and sign them, and then once that's done, once you've got them signed to your club, you will then be able to go ahead and get that objective done. Like I say, if you don't want these players actually in your team, then what I recommend that you do is just go ahead and make a new career mode and get that one done. Also, make sure that you're adding them to the shortlist as well and not just scouting them, because then you can just go to the transfer hub and sign them that way, which I'll show you in a second. So let me go through every single one of these players and I'll be back once that is done. And then for the shortlist, all you need to do is go to transfers, head over to the transfer hub. Then you're on here, you've got your shortlist. Just go ahead and approach to sign every single one of these players. Sort of negotiation out, tell them what roles they're going to be, and then just go ahead and sign all 5. I'm going to do that with all of them and I'll be back once that is done. So we've gone ahead and signed our first player. You can see here we've got ourselves an A grade from doing that because it's a free transfer. Now just go ahead and do that with every single one that I've mentioned. You can see here we're negotiating some of these still, but just go through one by one and then that will be complete. And just to show you that works, we're just going to go ahead, auto save and quit. Go back to the objectives and you'll see that has been done. Now, all of these free agents are at A grade. I don't know why. Maybe it's a bug. Hopefully, when you are watching this, it still works and hasn't been patched, basically. You see here, we've got 1 of 5. So what I have to do is go ahead and get 4 more of them. The shortlist 10 players is the exact same thing with the players you have. So the 5 players that you sign, go ahead and shortlist them, and then you've got that one done as well. And then we have ourselves to participate in 10 conferences. Just play the game normally. The conferences come up. Hire a 5-star coach is the exact same thing I showed you about how to do the daily one with the coach one there. Just get a 5-star one. And then complete 20 training drills. I'll show you how to do that in terms of starting the training drills. And then you can get into it and just keep doing the same thing. So just go ahead back into my career again. And then you can see here we have a pre-match training. So that's going to be one of the training drills we can do. You've got a training session, you get rewards from it and much more. All you have to do is just go ahead and complete any ones that are available here for you. Doesn't really matter which one it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and complete this drill and I'll be back once it's done. There we go. The training drill has been complete. Now you don't have to get the best result. You just need to go ahead and complete it. Now if we head back to our objectives, you'll see that one has been complete as well. And there we go, 1 of 20. So just keep doing that and you'll get that done as well to get those extra ones. Now we are going to move over to the player objectives. Now we've got ourselves here, play 5 matches, perform a hat-trick, top rating favour, objectives and much more. So we're going to go through these as quickly as possible, starting off with equipped a playstyle. So what we want to do is head over to player career. On your player career, if you've got icons, that's fantastic. If you don't worry. But just go ahead and continue what you were doing or make a brand new account. It's work for both if you don't want to ruin your player career as it is. Now, I went ahead and picked Omri because it was in my thing. And what we're going to do is head over to my pro. And on my pro, you're going to have your personalities. And in your personalities, you're going to have this here. Now, these are play styles. All I have to do is just change it just like that. If you have some more unlocked, it's a bonus, but that's how you do it. And then you just go ahead, save and quit, back to the menu. So let's go back to the objectives again. And as you can see, that's the quickest 200 SP you're going to get. Now, the next ones, this is going to be really easy. Perform a hat-trick and obviously play 5 games or just play 5 games. You can't sim these games. You have to play the whole thing. So I recommend switching it to having yourself on 3-minute halves, and it's really quick. So you see here, when we get back into our player career, we are using Thierry Henry and Accrington Stanley. We just picked the lowest rated English team we could find. We're going to go ahead and go advance and get into the game here. And let's get this underway. Another thing quickly I can do is how to complete the 5 activities. Now, the activities are actually on your hub. They're really easy to miss, and I forgot to mention this first before we get the hat trick and play 5 games. As you'll see here, when we get back into our screen, on your hub, it will be stuff like sponsored photo shoot, read a book by a pro player. You can see there, you just need to hold A and select, and then that's the activity complete. You just got to do 5 of those as you go through. Now, the quick way to do this is just keep simming until they pop up. You'll see they pop up on this menu task list as we go through. And that's going to be the quickest way. Now, they should come up between games and much more as we go through here. As we can see here, see all tasks. Is there any more available to us? There isn't at this minute in time. We can have a look at what the agent has to say, but I believe there's nothing too crazy there. Just something to answer. No, nothing. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on advancing through, and we are on match day. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is, like I say, once we get to the match day, we're going to go ahead and complete some of the objectives. For example, get a hat trick, play the game, etc. Now, if you didn't know, if you make sure that you are on the 3-minute halves, you go ahead and go to settings on the customization, change it to 3 minutes, put it on beginner. That's your best way to do that. Not only this will help you get the Ballon d'Or and Player of the Month and much more. So make sure you go to customize, change the timing and everything like that. Here's another one, birthday preparation. It's another objective for us to do. Let's go ahead and select this one. Doesn't really matter what it is. Birthday party nightclub. So we got 3 done there. Nice and easy. You don't have to do training sessions now, but if they are as an objective later on, that's where you go ahead and do it. But let's get to the match day now. Now you have to go ahead and you can decide. Control as a team or as Omri, it's completely down to you what you want to do. Of course, we're Arsenal, not Accrington Stanley. It's on my other account. So we are going to go ahead and do the game. Nothing crazy here. You'll see that you'll get objectives in the game of what you're expected to do. So we're expected to get a 9 rating, complete 4 passes in the opponent's half, and take 3 shots on target. That's our objectives. You complete those, you'll get those objectives. So that's exactly what we're going to go ahead and do now. So I'm going to skip it so you guys don't need to see it. And just quickly, if you don't know what your objectives are, all you have to do is pause the game and they pop up. We've already completed the 4 passes in the opponent's half. Now we just got to take 3 shots on target and get at least a 9.0 rating, which is basically score a hat-trick, essentially. So the game's finished. We got 17 goals there. Basically, I scored them all. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is for multiple reasons. 1, we get the hat-trick done. 2, we play a match. Now, you can't sim or ask to be substituted off. You have to play the whole game. The reason it's on 3 minutes. But another reason is because we are getting ourselves our transfer done at the same time. And having 16 goals a game is going to guarantee us Player of the Month, Player of the Season, and the Ballon d'Or, and much more. So it is really, really worth if you do that. Once you've done that for the 5 games that you need, what will happen is you'll basically can just sim the rest and you will win the Player of the Month, you'll win Ballon d'Or and everything out, and it will make it much, much quicker for yourself. So let's go ahead and auto-save and quit and show you the objectives that we've done and what we were working to all in one game. So if you do that every single time, just to recap, put it on beginner, 3 minutes, choose a player that's really, really high rated and go to like a lower team, or just put it on beginner and do whatever career you want. Once you've done that, you can then start ticking off the play the game. Look, the hat-trick's done. Reach top manager favor done. We completed an agent objective as well. We got a match objective done, which you saw the 3 of those. We got the activities done at the same time. We showed you how to do the play style, and we're going to get the rest of these done by doing the same thing. Once you've done your 5 matches for the weekly objective of getting like 16, 17 goals with your player, you'll then start ticking off these. For example, transfer to a greater club. I'll show you that really quickly. Player of the season, you're going to win if you're getting 16 goals a game. Player of the month, you're also going to get the same thing, 16 goals a game. Ballon d'Or, there's no chance you don't win that by doing that. And then max out skill category, I'll show you at the same time. So we're going to get that done and transfer to a greater club. We're going to show you how to do both of those while we're in career. So just go back to your player career again. And you can get this done in like 5 to 10 minutes. Once you've got the 5 play games out of the way, you can just sim the rest. So what you want to do is go over to my pro, and then you've got yourself your personality stuff here and your activities, as you know. Your personality, you just want to go ahead and max these out. They're going to give you more tiers. Basically, how to get those is making investments and much more. Once you've done that, you then just got your season, and you can see here, you can have a look at your season itself, see how you're getting on in terms of your actions and your statistics. So at the moment, we've got 16 goals in 1 game, 1 assist. Our attributes are 91. We are starting to go up. Those will go up the more you play the game naturally anyway and start dominating those games, as you know. And then to show you basically what we're doing to terms to move to a greater team, if you then go down to the next part here, which is going to be agent objectives. It's going to take you to this screen here. You've got your current contract, which we're obviously winning to start the game. We've decided to move to Barcelona like Henry did, and we're ticking these off. So you can see here, we're creating goals. It's literally just score. Get the goals inside the box. Once you get to those 2 first checkpoints, you can negotiate a contract objective. Once you've done that, you then get your wage demands, and then there you go. It's easy as that. We've only got to get all those 3 ticked off, and then we can move. And then we've got recommendations of where to go as well. There's no chance of going to any other Premier League team. But you can see there we've already ticked off a lot of things. So you can move to any club. It counts as a greater club anyway. We're going to go for Barcelona because it's 5 stars. And that's how you're going to get that move to the greater club done. And that's how you're going to get all of those done, which then leaves us on to our last weekly objective, which is going to be Ultimate Team, which is what I play the most. It's going to be the quickest way to do this. So let me go ahead and show you how to do all of those really, really quickly when we jump into Ultimate Team. So we are on Ultimate Team. You want to get to objectives, you can go to Alt Objectives here, or if you actually are somewhere else, like in your club or whatever. But you are looking for weekly objectives. Now, we just got to play 5 games. That can be against your friend, so a friend could quit out, and it's the same for win. Score 5 with La Liga players. I'll show you what that is in a second. Play 3 in Ultimate Team game mode. Again, with your friends, you can have 3 Spanish players in. Win with a Liga F, and then play 3 matches of Rush. Well, Rush is very straightforward. If you don't know where that is, all you have to do is go ahead and go to the game mode, select Rush, and then you're off your way. So go to FCC Season, and then we're going to back out again back to Ultimate Team, and that'll put us here. On play, just play 3 games of Rush and drop in all with friends. That one's done. Now, for the objectives, we need to have La Liga players, La Liga F players, and we can get those done. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can play it against a friend if you have one available. They score an own goal, quit the game, and then you'll get that done. And then you can do the same for them. Or if you don't have the time or they don't have any friends, you can go to beginner on here and just keep doing this over and over again on beginner. That's then going to give you the ability not to lose any games in squad battles. And then all you need to do is just go ahead and do the requirements of the objective. So we need to have a La Liga player. Luckily, my front 3 are La Liga. And all we need to do now is go to La Liga F. And then we go to La Liga F and we can just drop in any 3 of these in any position. Go ahead and do what it's asked us to do, whether it's play or win. Make sure that they're starting in your team and not on the bench. And that's how you're going to go ahead and complete all the objectives. If you have any questions or don't understand something, please comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.